Hey, good Saturday evening, everybody. As I was talking about, alluding to in my last video, there's some concepts that I've never really seen around in music, or if so, it's so sparse it's hard to track down. So I'm not gonna say I invented these, but I'm definitely utilizing some that you're not gonna see a lot of. So one in particular I've never seen before. I'll get to that. So we're gonna put our pick down for a minute. I might use it here, but so I like to think of the guitar of more of a multifaceted instrument. It's not just a guitar. It's a means to communicate. So this first one, think of like a brush type thing. Like traditionally, if you're gonna strum, you're gonna try to get a little more clean here. Nice little. Right, but maybe you want to like sauce it up and you want to like start to get into something else, but there's kind of this like it's almost like a slap, but it's kind of different. But speaking of slap, now this might be something that's maybe utilized in slap bass, but I've never really seen it. It's kind of like this oscillating thing where you're kind of like, I call it the teeter-totter. So here's the thing. Check it out. Like. It's like this rapid slapping thing. It's not really traditional slap where you're like slap and pick and slap pick. It's more of like a you can play really fast with it too, like so yeah, try and figure that out. Next, this running thing I think is utilized more, maybe more in more classical styles, but the general gist of it is instead of, I'm going to be playing a lot of the similar chords, and then maybe at the end I'll kind of jam something that utilizes some of these techniques, but essentially, instead of picking, use your fingers to kind of run up and down the neck, like anyway, that's something you don't really see a lot of. This next thing, it's kind of where you're running with your strings here. You're getting kind of like this. It's almost like a Wurlitzer type thing. Almost like the speakers rotating. Here, we'll even kick in some funky by this sound. But like I was saying, the variation you can kind of you're trying to stay ahead of your bar, or I guess behind your bar, so you're not choking yourself off. Popping. Popping's kind of one of those things like Eddie Van Halen did, does the king of many things, but popping is one of those. Definitely a very percussive style. Again, Eddie King, rest in peace, bro. Whammy bar, I call this like a diving board type thing. Sometimes you use a pick with this, but yeah, it's really weird. So it's kind of like this thing where you're kind of like. So what you're doing is, like, when you slap this bar, there's a harmonic that you're making when you hit the string, and you're kind of choking it off, and it's doing this really weird effect. I don't really hear this very much, but you can utilize it in some. Another thing, there is this thing where, you know, you do your hammer-ons and pull-offs. Again, Eddie Van Halen, king of this stuff. I'm not great at hammer-ons and pull-offs, but it's some variation where you can kind of, instead of just playing like, you know, where you switch it up, where you're using your. Really just for show. It's the same take on a hammer-on and pull-off, but just different. It's a good way to screw yourself up, but it looks cool. This next technique, I always thought from like old blues records and stuff, it was called like Dust My Broom. I don't actually know the technical name for it. It's another like single finger sweep. You hear this in like Tin Pan Alley, where Stevie Ray Vaughan is playing. And it's kind of like this, like it's kind of like, imagine you can put the picture together. Like, you got something on your finger you're trying to wipe off. It's just like a real light. Another thing, when it comes to guitar technique, the more relaxed you are, just like fighting. When you're fighting, you want to be relaxed. You're in this state of constant now. Try to get to now, and be cool with other people. Always try to encourage. It's another great thing. Want the best for other people. A little life lesson, as you might have it. So, going on, this last part, I'm just gonna jam a little something, a little fun. Hey, if it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. Whatever. I want to utilize some of these techniques and see how it goes. I thought it was something cool. Maybe I've not seen before. Maybe you haven't seen it either. Send it to all your favorite guitar players, all your people you think are really awesome and like guitar. Maybe they'll like this video too. So at the end of the day, I hope you have a great day today and a better tomorrow. Peace. Much love to all. Peace in the world. And rock on, bro.